Oh no, Camerati. I want to know before we even start. Like, I could sign a delivery fee.
No, nothing. But it was more of a meetup, if I could put it that way.
A meetup.
Yeah, but
With.
let me keep it on the low key for now. You know.
Is it artists? Just work related.
It was related to my corporate work.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm into security as well. So.
Oh, I saw
That's
the
what I
thing.
was doing.
I saw a picture of you.
Yeah.
On this thing. If you mean Marshal security.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the security you mean, or you mean something else?
Marshal, not security services.
Oh, what's that all about?
It's one of the most, one of the biggest, if I could say.
Yeah, biggest in terms of numbers of employees, or
I would say success.
Yeah.
In a sense, and very 100% black owned.
Mm.
So.
Who are the owners? Are you one of them?
No, sir. To keep my director safe, I'd rather not say his name.
So we can just say the company and then we'll get the director. Because you know it's possible to do that now.
Yeah, I know. But let it not be from me, you know. Yeah. Let me keep him safe. I want to protect him. So let me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's Venda it's owned by a Venda man, you know.
And it's somewhere in Randburg, right?
It's in Rodiport.
Oh yeah, Rodiport, because
Yeah,
I've seen it
Win.
via, what's this road? Forgot it, man.
The Undeckers Road.
Yeah.
It's like the main road there at Rodiport.
Yeah, from Rodiport to just.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know how much. Hey.
So yeah.
Oh, so I saw it this other time I was coming from church. I was like, oh, you need to know name on someone's picture. Then I realized, oh, it was actually you. And then I saw it today, if not yesterday, also. Did you go check the profile picture? It was actually today because how light skinned is this guy coming in? No, it's very funny how it's useful because we need to know the camera balance.
Oh yeah, the
things,
color,
like,
the colors and everything. Yeah,
that's why she's made. Because she had to stand in for you.
I apologize once again, but the color schemes are very,
different,
very matching with the management.
Are you matching? I don't think so.
Come on, there we are, bro.
Anyways, guys, welcome to another episode of the Black Couch. Today we got the billion man. Why are you laughing?
I'm gonna do that laugh.
The $1 billion.
Yes, Kingsley, the king.
I prefer. Wait, I don't think anyone should call me the king if they know who Mizo Phyll is. Don't you think?
Yes, but in my sense is what I'm referring your kingship to a different criteria,
But then I feel like with Mizo, it doesn't have to be any category. If you say someone is a king, I would definitely think of Mizo Phyll.
I agree.
Say for a reason, Mutuko Dakan is like, yo, did you see what King was doing there? I'm like, wait, what did Mizo do? I have that thing already in mind. Yeah,
it's a name that's very embedded to him.
Yeah,
and I think he earned it, with the work that he has put in. Firstly, as a person, for me, he's a brother more than what we do professionally, because that's how we started our relationship.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, he's one of a rare breeds, one of a rare human soul. So I feel like that kingship, it comes with the work that he has put in, but him as a person, inside and out, he reigns it very properly.
Yeah, then
he claims it.
Maybe
yes.
I'll accept the kingship also in a few years to come.
You are, my man. I feel like you are, because you've set the tone for the podcast or the media industry back home.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like you already are a king. It's the validation that, I know you tell yourself every day that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I feel as well. You are a king. I'm going to tell you that today.
Yeah, so if you say so, guys, I'm the king of podcasts. You just said it now. The owner of media industry in Venda.
Come on.
you just gave me the straps now. I'm like,
yeah, but for me, brother to brother, in our space, you are there, my brother. And let me just say this when we have the time,
And then how do you feel about these podcast industries now, back at home now?
I feel like it's growing.
Yeah.
I see the growth. I see the quality at some spaces. But for me, I feel like growth is all that matters, because in the process of that growth, one gets to find themselves, If we are to look at Black Couch on the early days and we look at it now, you just see it was all in the process of growth.
It's still in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I don't even know if someone was to call me and say, "Who are you?" I'll just say, "This is Mr. Kingsley, probably a podcaster," and that's where I would end. But then with you, there's a lot of things ending. I'm blind, and I even wrote it down. I'm like, first of all, you're an entrepreneur, right?
Yes, sir.
Which proves what you were saying when we were coming into the studio. Yeah, coming from Northwest, all those things. People hate everything.
Yes.
And then also your A&R, what's that? Yeah, I've been meaning to ask this one.
Artist and repertoire. You are automatically like a rep for the artist that you work with or for, depends on how you put it. But you represent a certain brand or certain artist.
Yeah.
In that sense, so whatever you do in that administration is you being a representative of that artist.
Okay, and then you're also a creative director.
Yes, a creative
of
director. Well, it goes in so many ways, because with the artist or the people I work with, there's a creative influence or exchange that we have.
Yeah.
So in that process, that's how we get to put it down to say, okay, this is creative direction. Yeah, if I have to have an input of creativity into something, then that's how we put it down.
Okay, and then an events pioneer. I want to know everything. You are everything here. I'm sitting with the God.
No, not really, but
yeah.
I would say multi-diverse, because I don't like the thing of being boxed in, you know.
Yeah.
And even the title, I had to just find the titles to make it make sense. But for me, I've been moving with the spirit.
Yeah.
It's not of like, okay, today I'm going to wake up and be a manager. Today I'm going to wake up. I've been moving with the spirit ever since I started. When I accumulated knowledge in what I was doing, that's when I could pinpoint it. Okay, this is actually what I'm doing, creative direction. Oh,
yeah.
It actually falls under management as well. Okay. You know, so, but all this time it's all about passion and spirit.
Okay. Yeah. And then another one, I think this one I have to know a lot about it. You're a stylist also, too. I don't know who are the people you've styled, or is it yourself? And then also, with your name, Billion Bucks, whenever someone says Bucks, I always think of the guys that were, okay, Malumkul Cat, you're Rick, the all boys in Bucks crew. I'm like, oh, you that kind of a guy was wearing those things. I was screw. And then all of a sudden, you started wearing suits. What happened? What happened to the change?
Okay, where do I start? Let me start off from the boys and bugs.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to officially send a big shout out to that crew.
Yeah.
Because for me and my friends, they've been like I would say a point of reference.
Yeah.
A close point of reference. Luckily so, because when we came here to Joburg, in our early college days, we had the knowledge that we had from back home.
Yeah.
We were doing things creatively and whatever. But we started hanging around the streets of Joburg, Bramfontein.
Also, you've been here.
Jorfontein, yes. I'm a Brammy. I'm a Bram boy, like plus 6, 7, 8 years, man. So Bram made me to be the person that I am, you know. They played a huge part in my life.
These hands, the Bram.
No, the things that happened around Bram, they made me who I am today. You know, like, yes, those are some aspects, but yeah, the main part is just the lifestyle around Bram, the creativity, the culture, everything that was happening at that time. You know, you had your Ricky Rick, your Malum Cool Cat, your Stilo, your MK Fresh.
Yeah,
like the list is endless. You know, the Boys and Bucks crew. They were just those point of reference for us, you know, as we went to clubs like your Kitcheners, Puma Social Clubs.
You're passionate Kitcheners.
Okay, actually that's where I met my Malum Cool Cat for the first time. Yeah. That's where I met Rig, what reason, you know, things like that, you know. I'm sorry to just be putting it, you know, I'm a very, very 100% Venda guy, and sometimes it gets very hard, you know, because I've chosen to speak in this language to go to certain doors and fight for, but...
So have you been using our language to fight for us?
I Kingsley you have to.
Funny enough, I saw it and I laughed. I was like, "There's no way this guy's Zwivhuya. Could have gotten a better name."
Sorry, but yeah. So just to make it much, Zwivhuya, but it's a very. I feel like it also goes with.
Not for you. I don't care what you can say.
Okay. With what I do, Zwivhuya, I mean, shop. From your understanding.
Okay, something which is good. But
Yes.
then imagine I'm trying to call Mizo now. Hey, Mizo, and call that Nina Zwivhuya.
And
Dude, what?
And if we're like in a personal space, you would really get surprised when he calls me by that name, because he does call me by that name.
Yeah.
And I feel like it does go with what I do, because around that Zwivhuya, you get what I mean? For myself, for the people I work with, for my crew.
Yeah.
But going back to your question.
Yeah.
Boys and Bucks, the culture, the movement, those guys, they brought out a passion and a drive for us to the things that we were seeing here. We wanted to implement back home.
Yeah.
In every sense, rather it be music, taste of events,
the fashion
conceptual, fashion sense as well. Just everything we're peeping from those guys, even the advice that we used to just get, I still remember there was a time where we were just standing by the street here in Bram, and Ricky will be a person that would randomly just pop by and hang in the streets. And when you're there, you just pop your question and it gives you a certain advice, and that was like free from Mahala. But yeah, that's how it is. And those are the things, to sum it up, those are the elements that just...
And then what happened to you going from the kind of guy you were maybe before to this guy what is so tuition? Look at you now. Remember the code too.
Okay, I feel like even with style, you have to evolve, So with me, it was a matter of I could see the spaces that I was starting to get into.
Yeah.
And when I started to see what I was wearing like my artist, or I would put it that way. I wasn't wearing like my professional title, if I could put it that way. And my everyday life right now, it's based on that, the style, the swag, marukwa, mabribonyelaje on, but we gotta prioritize the work. We gotta prioritize the image and so.
Where does that word come from? Mabribonye. Hey, it's a funny concept.
Okay, I was talking to my friend Naki Zukwa.
Yeah,
he's one of my friends that plugged me up with like dope music, upcoming talent back home. So there was this song called Mabribonyela, and it's from a crew, or I don't know if it's an artist in the crew.
I just know one guy from that song.
When I heard that song,
it's dope, innit?
It's very dope, bro. It's very dope. Guys, when I heard it, I was like, okay, I just heard the name and I was like, I'm waiting for something. But when I heard it, I was like, yo, this sounds so raw and so dope to a point where you can't hate it. You can't hate that song.
I think it's done. YouTube. Guys, just check it on YouTube. Search my Bribonye. If not, I'll plug you on the next episode.
That's one of the movement song. You gotta get a Bribonye track pen somehow.
Defining you, did I miss anything?
Defining me, did you miss anything? I'm a father.
Really?
Yeah, I got 2 sons.
Not even a daughter. Sons. You're not giving us a chance, ne?
Yeah, I need a daughter, Jaman. I need a daughter. But I got 2 beautiful sons that I love very much.
How old are they?
One is 10, one is 6 months old.
10, that's 2014, 6 months old. You were busy last year.
I'm not gonna comment much on that, but I got 2 beautiful sons.
Yeah. Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
But you have someone. Is it from the same mom, or one is from Bram?
Kingsley, you wanna be controversial right now? I got 2 beautiful sons that I love very much. I don't wanna go into the, but I got 2 beautiful sons that I love very much.
So 10 years back, were you in Bram?
How many years?
10 years back, were you in Bram?
Yeah, I was in Bram 10 years back.
So the mom could be here. You could bump into her now.
No, the mom was, okay, that time, okay, she wasn't here. I don't want to go too deep. She wasn't here. But it was my first, I think it was my first or second year of college. It was very scary. That
was quick, eh?
I took the responsibility to be a father, man. And it's one of the best decisions I've ever made for myself.
And then do you plan on getting married or you still?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
When will that be? Have you found the right one?
Yeah.
The 6 months one?
Kingsley. But yeah.
I love conversating. I want to know my people here.
I know you want to know your people. And I told you.
And their people. Like, okay, it's fine.
Okay, yes. Sunday was Father's Day. I really had a good time with my boys. And yeah, man.
At Snap?
No. It was straight after. I had to do the Father's Day thing in the afternoon. And then after that, we snapped.
So the time with your kids was kept?
Yeah.
For Snap?
No, I mean... Kingsley wonder where I guys.
I'm just asking, like, you're like, guys, I'm going to see you after. I got to go to Snap now.
No, I didn't tell them that I'm going to Snap.
So you just
I told them that I'm going to work.
I'm going to get milk.
Because the 10-year-old knows my kind of work and what I'm in. So I told them after a year, I'm going to go to work. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then also, would you say you're a PA to Mr. Marshal? Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
And what do you do for him?
Different kinds of work, man. But first and foremost, I'm very honored to work with that man. He's one of the most inspiring men I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
One of the leaders back home. He's a very dedicated man, and he's a very hardworking man. And to see me like this and how I'm moving, it's one of his inspirations, for the past 3 years that I've been with him. And I'm really, truly honored and thankful every day of my life.
And I think last week we were speaking with Wafa. We spoke about how you are so down to earth, although you still work for that guy. Like that guy, we all know he's moneyed, and you could shove it in our face, or now I work for that guy. If but or meaning guy, but then you're this humble guy. How do you do these things? Or
I think it gets confused when you start doing things in the essence of saying me.
Yeah.
I've never been driven about doing things in a self-centered way. I've always believed that if I'm here, the next person has to feel how I feel, or has to know what I know. If they are unfortunate enough, I would have a 2 cents in my mind that would give him a 2 cents and we make a 5, So I've always just been grounded, man. And I gotta thank also my mom. Yeah, my mom is one of my examples. That also my mom and my big sister, because in my family, yes, she's still alive. In my family, I have like 2 mothers. My mom and my big sister, like their firstborn. Yeah, those are one of the ladies that, in that sense of spiritual humbleness and being grounded, I truly look up to. And yeah, they've kept me like this I'm a product of them in a sense.
Okay. And then people always say this thing too, because after this intro, we just get down to business. They always say, maybe you should ask a person like their personal things that we need to know. Although you've told us so you can like dodge your kids for Snap Sundays. I feel like we can like know something more about you. Like, so you spoke of Bram. What were you actually studying here in Bram?
Okay, I came to Bram. Firstly, I was really interested in forensics.
Yeah.
It's something that I researched about when I was in grade 12.
Yeah.
There was a company that came to school.
Where was grade 12?
Grade 12 was in Tondo Secondary. Grade 8 to 12. Yeah. Grade 8 to 12.
Who was the principal then? When you were in grade 12?
Nemaungani.
Really?
Nemaungani, yes, sir.
You're not that old, ne?
Not really. 93. I'm not going to hide
5
my
years
age.
older.
31 right now. But yeah, Nemaungani. Yeah, so grade 12, there was a company that came, talked about forensics. Really interesting. I researched about it. First year, I did forensics at Intech College.
Yeah.
Did a year and a half because of the things I was getting exposed to. It's like, okay, I had like two sides of things. I was like really interested in this forensics thing, and it really also played a part in a weird coincidence to what I do.
Yeah.
Because it made me learn how to just get down to the fine print of things.
Yeah.
Because it's all circulated around investigating or just intelligence, you know. So coming to what I apply in my media and creative work, I was just the guy who was always intrigued with the fine print. What is the fine print saying?
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So I studied forensics. After a year and a half, dropped off Boston College, did media. Yeah. So
Now it's starting to make sense.
yeah. So media studies. From there,
Boston,
in Bram. And then I also did a young 6 months at the one at Senton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
okay. And then now $1 billion. When does the name come? Where does the name come from actually?
the name comes from high school, weirdly. So it just grew.
Maybe the billion part is the most important.
Yeah, the billion part came. I think it came naturally so, but also it was a name that me and Phyll, when we were just chilling,
Phyll Janage.
I would lie and tell you all the history of him. I'll just give you his profile, and then you can just break it down. You know?
Now you can say it was on a gen. Like, it's not
No,
a bit.
I mean, I took Gwambas to the zone because we are friends. We talk about a lot of things, but yeah, if you want just direct reference, I can just give you that. But yeah, billion came from just me and him having conversations and whatever, and it just started. It sticked because as friends you give each other nicknames. Yeah. So it sticked. I put it on my gram. I think early days of Instagram. So I think when people started just recognizing my work or seeing my work, it went with the name itself. And then but Bugs started from high school. I got gap teeth, as you can see. So there's a cartoon called Bugs Bunny. I was the closest reference. Friends were making fun of me. And then I was just Bugs from grade 8 to grade 12.
Yeah. And then you went on to start UNISWA. Did you study it or the
UNISWA was founded by Kone Andani.
Kone Andani was Snaps Sundays?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That guy's been grinding, dude.
Kone has been has been the low-key engine of things. For real.
Kone.
I'm telling you. So it was I would say it was more of like a friendship thing going on. Like this is a movement going on.
Yeah.
So Gone, Mizo, and I came in. And then we started doing events in a sense of like getting van rep artists together.
Yeah. So that was the objective.
Space. Yeah, that was the main objective, to get the hip hop space recognized.
Yeah.
In a wide scale, you know, and we're doing that independently. So, Koroni, when I was still called, if you mean
Tusk.
Yeah.
It
had that poolside section. They are one of the platforms that really plugged us up, you know, and put us on I would say, a good perception of things, because it was a good venue. When people came in, they respected the music more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that movement, growing to UNISWA, you know, UNISWA mixtapes as well, because Mizo started releasing mixtapes every month, I think for like a nice 2 years, and that made a huge buzz.
Yeah.
Back home, even in Pretoria, even in Joburg, people were just starting to ask themselves, what are these mixtapes? What's going on? And it was early days where social media was not that, you know. So to get it was like that exclusive plug. Like, I have the mixtape, I got the mixtape. But we started sharing them on this. There was this thing called data file host.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, started moving.
Then drop off mini.
Excuse me.
What was that song? The D's. Composure.
Why
you dropping a data file host?
Yo.
I agree they were fighting for rights with for the beat.
Okay, yes, with Altido.
No, not.
Oh, sorry, yes.
And then because apparently with data file host you can't monetize, so I drop the thing the whole song through data file.
Wow.
And then after they fix the thing, that's when he drops it through proper platforms.
Okay.
That guy was smart. So the moment you said, I'm like, oh, there.
Yeah.
To make, I used to use my 10 megabytes there to download songs. So yeah.
So for me, it was me being in the mix of that crew, you know, and as people grew, people went, however they went with their own ways, you know, respectively, and I just somehow carried on with the name, you know, just put like from those mixtape going forward.
So you're the only one to remain in there.
Not to say that everything.
From the founders.
I was with my friend Naki also. We were chilling at the VIP. He was actually telling me that, Doc, do you see that everything that's happening now is actually UNISWA? And it hit me like it's that because for me it wasn't about the name itself, but the movement that it came with. Yeah. Because it inspired a lot of kids to get up, write a song, go to a studio, record. You know, that's for me, that was the aim, you know, to just get together in every way. Photographers, skaters, if you are...
So it was a house of creatives?
Yes, in a sense. And an unofficial house because we were doing our things in the streets, you know. So it wasn't like there was a paperwork to say whatever, but however you came and you stayed as family, you were UNISWA. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it was, and it had a lot of people, man. Yeah. FWO, Electro. I would just want to mention some early days.
Yeah, I remember those guys. Yeah, that's like, why I featured the Mizo.
Floyd Best, Fizzy, you know, Homicide. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Homicide. Fizzy was actually one of the guys that used to upload the mixtapes. Yeah, so all that movement that was going on, and you know, it just grew and it gave birth to a whole lot of things, if I could say, yeah.
And then was FLR a product of UNISWA?
FLR was a group of its own, respectively, but it was in conjunction with UNISWA in a sense because they were recording in the same studio, releasing in the same mixtape in a sense. Yeah. So everything was just there, but as FWO, it was still FWO. But as I said, UNISWA was not officialized to say we got paperwork, so you gotta be signed or you gotta. No. It was all family embedded. If you are here with the heart of the movement, then you are part of the movement.
Yeah. And then where would you say these creative things started? Would you say that's one thing people always fight about.
I'm not gonna, because I'm not from both of those places.
Where are you from? Oh, P East.
I grew up. Okay, I grew up in P West. The baby were 40.
Donald Fraser.
Yes. That's the one.
Yeah.
I grew up in P West, Tondo P West. That's where I grew up. So around there we just meet up because it's in the town. So everyone comes to town. It's centered. So everyone from each and every section, we would just meet there randomly.
Wearing Taylor Gang socks.
Yo, that movement, bro. I remember.
That's bandana.
The Taylor Gang one was the one because it was one of the movements that actually even circulated us back together. Because everyone in the crew was wearing Converses. If you didn't have a Converse, you just. So it was Taylor Gang. That's why also my name at Facebook today still has a Taylor, right? Yeah. So there was a Taylor Gang of Venda as well that was going on, but yeah. It was just a birth of movements.
So you wouldn't say, okay, which one would you say, Mara, is the birth of creatives actually?
Between those two, I think when you go creator, okay, because me, I'm not from each of any of them. and I don't want to talk like, but I would say both those sub-regions have birthed one of the best talents. So atukunya go ngandi judge the final say of things, because there were even guys before us, your Rockers Entertainment, your Sika Rocks,
I don't know those ones.
Yeah, those ones are the ones that were actually also inspiring us, because there was even a club called Changes.
Oh, Changes, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, a lot of crews, a lot of movements came from there. Like there was. Yeah, if you had to prove your strength of like influence or how you want to be perceived, Changes was the spot for us. Yeah. And before that, there were guys actually who were there, who were doing, I would say, what we're doing now. Your Snap Sundays, however, these big parties that you see. Yeah. Yeah, I also gotta give respect to those guys. Osama Laughing, Lebza, Rockers Entertainment, there was a movement of that kind. Yeah. So we used to just look up to them, but
which is you guys to us now. Yeah. Ashandima.
Yeah, I would say that, but that as well, man. Mara, those two sub-regions, talent and creativity, obviously was serious.
And then how have you kept this relationship in Mizo for so long? But since 2010, friendship.
Yeah, you are right. Because quit at the fashion show, indoor arts and culture. Yeah, we're doing fashion shows independently. You go want a keeper, you go print it out, trying to make a brand, but yeah. That's how we. But for me and him, it started there. For us to get here, it's friendship, growing up to a brotherhood, and knowing our purpose.
Never been a betrayal before.
I don't feel there's ever been. If there was anything, it was talked out. Yeah, that's how friendship and brotherhood goes.
Okay, and speaking of that, of betrayal, right? This other time, was it last year or early this year? Mizo posted on WhatsApp that Bugs thought you were a good friend, something along those lines.
Yes.
And then I tried to do my research around it, and then apparently it wasn't you. But then some people are saying this is the only Bugs that we know. Was it you there being referred to?
Okay, I'm gonna confirm. I feel like yes, it was me. It was directed to me, but at that time it was a friend talking to a friend, not knowing how to, if I could say, not knowing how to put it out to another friend, and unfortunately, so it had to be public perception because we're in the public.
What was happening there? What did you get?
Nothing much was happening, man. It was friendships. Friendships do have their ups and downs. As people, I'm a person, he's a person. We're not gonna say we are twins or whatever.
Because the thing is, with guys, I always feel like you guys can't fight about anything unless it's that one thing, We're guys.
Which is what?
We're gonna be fighting over a hand.
No. I would never. One thing that I ever respected, with my friendships or whatever.
Yeah.
That element has never played a part to actually destroy things.
Yeah.
Because even if I could even proudly say like there are some friends who we had some encounters like that, but I'm still cool with them. I just don't know about them, but I'm still, So yeah. So
what are some of those guys?
I'm not gonna mention names because in respect of like friendships and everything, you know what I mean. But people, we do go through things, and we can't say we're perfect and everything.
But then, would you forgive a guy who charged a girl?
Yeah, I would.
And then, would you forgive the girl?
No.
Oh, makes sense.
Because she had the decision making.
He also had the decision making.
Yeah, but I would say, the nature of men, if we go down to like a lot of things that play out to make a man who he is, bro, you would be so surprised. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I've never put I would never put my friendship's value on a situation. You get what I'm saying? Because situations happen and they pass.
Hey, you and I are different, man.
Huh?
You and I are different.
But okay, Kingsley, say it like this, because what follows after that is you're gonna be bitter. You're gonna be held up.
I'll be hunting for
because this thing is gonna be personal. Because it's a personal endeavor. It happened. It involves you, but you have to free yourself at the end of the day. Because, I don't mean freeing yourself like inside, Yeah. Because firstly, you have to forgive the other person. You have to forgive yourself for getting yourself into that situation. But with me also, that took growth. Yeah. I'm not saying I just woke up and be like, no, I got this. No. It's a thing of sitting down as a person and analyzing yourself, your mind and your spirit. Yeah. And you get to a place of conclusion. Yeah. So for me, it's just like that. You can't, because situations happen, but they are of moments. Yeah. And every day, as soon as you see, now there's time counting us down. So a minute has passed. Yeah. What we said, we said. You get what I mean? Yeah. And people are gonna life is moving. People are moving outside there. No one cares about someone showing your girl. Hey. You get what I mean?
I would though.
You would. That's what I'm saying, But I'm saying in the perception of like Utanda Buzamu Mburo. And you put it that way to say, bro, life is too.
So even revenge you wouldn't?
No.
Feel revenge is what served in meaning.
Cold or hot, however they put it.
Is you.
But man, it's just a lot of work. And it's just a lot of, as a person for you, it's a lot of work. Just be really guided, man. Because I feel like as people, we still have the spiritual element in us. Yeah. Despite religion, despite whatever, you as a human being, as your own power as a person, you have a spirit that guides you. You have an inner voice that talks to you each and every single day. And I feel like if you listen to that voice more and talk to it, because you can have a conversation with that voice and make a decision. So whatever you tell that voice and it tells you back, you really, really have to pay back to the feedback, because that's you. Yeah. Yeah. For me, that's you. So if the feedback is of somewhat result, there's something that you have to fix as well. Because for me also it took some recognition and some fixing.
And then back to that thing, the altercation between you guys.
Yes.
There was this other rumor saying that Phyll is actually mad because you've gotten close to Mr. Robert. Was it true? Mr. Marshal,
guys,
for those who don't know his first name.
What we're touching on right now, is, for me, it's really petty things. You know what I'm saying? Because for me right now, it's like that situation with me and Mizo, it's more than what people think it is. Oh. You get what I'm saying? It's more than a status. It's more than people saying, Mizo wrote that. Bro, I've been with this man. This man is no longer my friend. Yeah. This man is my brother. True. This man is my big brother, in a sense even. You get what I'm saying? So, for me, I didn't even dwell. I think I saw that thing once.
Yeah, I didn't even see you say anything about it.
I think I've viewed,
And apparently also he deleted it.
Because in this game, you only lose when you fight back. Yeah. Yeah, so for me, it was just like, bro, I'm going to talk to my guy.
Oh, so you spoke to him.
The public can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying?
And we are the public, busy talking.
That's the hard part. But yeah, that's just how it is, man. But for me, right now, I was also talking to someone on the phone to say, I hope today when I get to Black Couch, I get some moments to like...
What are you telling?
To like share knowledge more than it being controversial, us touching to those kind of conversations. Yeah. Because as a platform, I really, really want to take a chance to like talk to the creatives, the artists, the media industry back home. You know, I don't know what the camera is. Where should I look?
That's your camera there.
That's my camera. Guys, I I really, really want us to, not me per se, but I'm just saying as one of the people that's with you guys, we really need to work on knowledge.
Yeah.
Like knowledge around the industry that we're in. Knowledge around the things that we have to apply in the industry that we're in. You know, because there's a lot of things that are going out of the region instead of staying inside of the region.
Which are?
A lot of elements, man, because, okay, for me, I would say that there's a lot of vendor people that I know that are of power who are upholding a lot of spaces in the corporate, media, art, whatever.
In the media, wouldn't you say you're one of them?
I would definitely say so because I trust that I've worked myself to a certain point where someone can look up to or someone can say, I can get inspiration from that.
Yeah.
But for me, is to say, let's have more knowledge than chasing the attention.
And the clout, yeah.
And clout. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, even when you're doing this podcast, you know how to make your money. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
you know
money on YouTube. I didn't know.
You get me? So there's a person who probably even now releases music and hope for it to get seen only. You know, and I don't blame them because they're at that moment of, I'm trying to get exposure. I'm trying to, you know. Yeah. But even with that, just know how when that exposure is coming, how do you get to benefit from it? You know, because our ecosystem is getting healthy, our media and arts ecosystem, but it can't get healthy at a top level part. And then when you look at the ground, it's still messy.
Yeah, there's nothing to show.
You get what I mean? I know a lot of kids that are passionate, that go to a studio every day, that record quality international music. And this kid is probably based in a room in Venda, or a podcaster, or a videographer, or a skater.
Do you know any podcasters in Venda?
I've met a few. I'm not going to say I know all of them. I know right now there's probably a list that we can count down.
Yeah.
But as I continue to say that all those different aspects of the creative field, let me not say industry because that word also comes with its own stigma.
Yeah.
But the creative fields that we're in, you're skating, you're photographing, you are doing fine art, you are doing, and just know how to, you know, even if you need assistance, just reach out and know how to get your things official in time. Because what I've experienced is that a lot of people are getting their things official when it's actually too late.
Yeah, true.
You know? So just build your craft and build it right to a monetized manner. That's just, I think I've said my 2 cents. Now we can get back to being controversial.
And then your 2 cents, now my 2 cents. Let's go to Marshal Nation. Why are you so happy?
Because that's my crew right there.
That's what income.
That's what I represent. Yes, some of it. Yes.
Oh, you have multiple.
Oh, come on. Businessman, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
And then who came up with the idea for Marshal Nation?
Marshal Nation, Mr. Marshal, Mr. Phyll, and me having a conversation. But this started with a meeting between Mr. Phyll and Mr. Marshal first.
Yeah. So they knew each other before you?
Them just having an understanding.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Because Mizo used to go there and do performances at his venue multiple times. And coming with that, it gave a relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, it started with them having a meeting and then us coming together and coming up with the name and the record label.
Okay, and then which artists do you have under the label?
Right now, the roster stands as Mizo, Awesome Fane, JR Player, DJ Taki, Mr. Ox,
I've never heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Ox is one talent that we've
Mr.
been
Ox?
working. Yeah, no,
The one
no,
who-
Ox. Just say Ox.
Oh,
I just
the one who
did the
connects the
mess there
cables.
because no. Yeah, but
The cable guy.
which cable guy is that?
Mr. Ox.
Oh, didn't get that part. But yeah,
Just those ones.
yeah. For now, it's a very limited roster.
Square Boy.
Square Boy is there. He's there, but Square Boy is still busy with school. I'm gonna point it out straight out. You know, I'm talking as his big brother now. But Square Boy is there. He's a very promising talent. He's working on his craft each and every single day.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like even the thing that he's studying, it's aligned with what he's doing. So I would say in the next 2 years, Square Boy will be in your faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then are all these kids getting the same benefits from the label, or there's the ranking?
No, I don't think there's a ranking because it's a thing of where you are in your space as an artist. I mentioned JR Player, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
You wouldn't forget him.
So yeah, it's just where you are as an artist, your journey as well, because we can come up with a lot of magician administration, but if it's not aligning with where you are as an artist, there's going to be an imbalance.
Yeah.
So we have to merge where you are first, how you feel as an artist, how you want to move, how you want to express yourself, how you want to get your message out there.
Yeah.
And then we come with our own administration, 50-50 partnership. Then we move as that.
And then are you guys feeling to get as a T, or you just not planning on getting him on board?
You mean
On the record label, as a T?
As a T?
Because I've seen you push him a lot.
Okay, let me say this now. The record label, yes, it's there. And with me, it comes with that. My administration is wide because even if you were to check the profile I sent you, I work with various artists in the sense that I want to represent them in the way where they get their things officially done in a properly way.
Yeah.
You know, not to say that for you to work with me, it has to bind you to be at Marshal Nation. No, we are not driven by that. You know, it's you take the decision to say, okay, Bugs, I feel like now you guys, we can sign a partnership.
Yeah.
Because we don't even come as to say you are under us. It's not an under thing.
Makes
It's
sense.
a partnership.
Yeah.
You as yourself, if it's JR Player, it's JR Player with players on play and Marshal Nation.
Oh.
If it's
you did
Mizo
mention
Phyll,
that.
if it's Mizo Phyll still, as him as the CEO, but it's still Mizo Phyll Entertainment
And
and
Marshal
Marshal
Nation.
Nation. You get what I'm saying? So even Awesome Fane, it's Fane World, Marshal Nation. So it's each artist respectively with their own entity
Yeah.
coming together to join.
So would you say these artists are keeping their entity to ensure that if anything goes south with Marshal Nation, then they have something to back them up?
Yeah, because that's how we doing that conjunction like that is still safe for you as an artist to still live and be still entitled to your own entity. You get what I'm saying? So that's just how it is, you know. Because for us, even in the perception, we're not trying to be a small house record label.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be. I'm not, let me not even mention names.
Yeah.
But your small house, just trying to be like, okay, we are here to be on your side, and we want to get the no.
Yeah.
We are in the perception of a Universal, of a Sony, you know, that kind of perception of level of administration, if I could put it that way. Because if we are to say, you can check how big the movement is back home, and we have a roster of less than 5 artists.
Yeah, I've seen.
So if we are saying we are doing that, then, you know, there are things that we can do for certain artists, but it doesn't necessarily have to have our name on it or to say, Bugs did this, Bugs. No, we are in every day of our lives as we wake up, we are in service of the art industry and media. So whichever person is in that space and they want assistance, we're going to assist.
So would you say Unarine didn't want the assistance because apparently he left the label,
I still work with Unarine.
but it's not under the label anymore?
I still work with Unarine.
So would you say there are consequences of leaving the label?
There are no consequences.
Because you know why I'm saying that?
Why?
It's funny, I only saw this now when I was waiting for you.
Put it
So he posted on TikTok that he has a massive verse that he wanted to put on Umoya, on the first song, Yeah, Capable Boys.
Yes.
So I'm like, hey, maybe if he was still under Marshal Nation, they could have spoken to the guys to keep the verse.
Not even.
And then now his verse is out.
Not even.
Now you're like,
because,
you see, boy.
Because, okay, let me clear that out. Because there are things
So you know
that
about it also?
I'm the management. I know. Okay, let me not even put it that way because I'm there. I'm in their spaces, of administration.
Yeah.
So let's say if Capable Boys is releasing music, I'm gonna music manage that administration.
Oh, okay.
And know the inworks of it, know how we're moving the product, how we're marketing the product, how we're promoting the product. You know what I mean? And then we can move it. So even in the inworks of a studio, there's things that play out. You submitting a verse and the producers don't like it in a certain way, and they want you to put it out in a certain way, and they're probably gonna send it back to you and say, okay, Kingsley, can you put it in this way and this way?
Yeah.
And consider this. In that sending back and forth, there's time and schedule to consider.
Yeah. True.
Because them themselves, they have a schedule to say we want to release this product at this time. So if this verse is not back at this time,
you
know what I mean? It's not even a hard feeling kind of thing. That's why I'm saying, even back home in our industry, we need to inform each other very well and be very well embedded to the industry so that when things like that happen, you don't take it personal. You should just know that time or something played out to a point where that verse didn't go in at that time.
Yeah.
You got what I mean? But as artists are very expressive people. First and foremost, they are just expressive.
Yeah, true.
That's why you would see one writing a status, one writing a comment, and you guys are just like, how? They are very expressive people, and if you don't get that, you're always gonna have a fight with them because you need to know what you're working with. Yeah, they're very expressive people, and they're gonna express to you. So even that controversy, I heard about it, but I was just like, these are things that could even be talked about in closed doors, but someone just decided to be that expressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then also the interview with JR, he told us of the contract coming to an end, right? After 2 years. So I did ask him, like, what are some of the things that you would require the label to do for you in order to stay? I was like, we need features, the international features. So are you guys, you as the management of that, are you working on it?
For me, I would say that I am working on my artists first because
makes sense.
There's certain things that we could say, okay, we are rushing to. And when we get to what we get to, it's not the type of caliber or quality that you get me, right?
Yeah.
So this comes with them recognizing their power first before outsourcing for certain powers of influence at different spaces. But them themselves have to recognize and own and be their power.
Yeah.
And then a JR player can feature whoever he desires to. You get what I'm saying? And even now, if we are to look back at the time frame of where that interview happened, and looking at now and the JR player, the growth from there up until now, the JR player brand. Now it's safe to say JR player 10-year plan album can have a future of this nature. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as I said, once again, artists are very expressive. So you just need to know, you get me? You just need to know what you're working with. Because even after the interview, we jumped on a call the following day because we still have to go back and talk work.
Yeah.
But if I was someone to take things personal, I'll be like, no.
But he didn't say anything bad though on the interview.
Yeah, I'm not saying he said anything bad. He was even giving
praises to Marshal Nation.
Yes, and I'm not saying he said anything bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if I was driven by emotion, instead of there's a thing that I called movement over moment. That's what I'm moved by. Because if I get stuck on in your mini, we won't. Purpose is better than any single thing. If you know purpose and you know your purpose, that can jump over challenges, gossips, whatever.
Would you wish to work with Guzba on the label?
Bro, it's things like this. Because even right now, when I'm talking to you, I was just with Guzba on the phone like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, is the one you told you you're going to shoot?
We were talking work. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these are the type of things that I'm not gonna go out and boast myself and stand on top of a building and say I'm working with who and who and who. No. All these artists in some way, somehow, we find a way to work together. You know, but I'm not entitled to a point where I'm just gonna feel like I own a Guzba or I own a Capable Boys or I own. No. Each and every single person there, it's their own person. At the end of their day, they think for themselves. They move however they want to move. But whatever structure I can bring in, or whatever part I can play in that person, I'm gonna play it. You know, even with the album, we got the distribution deal.
Which
together.
album? Oh yeah, Guzba.
Yeah.
What do you think of that album?
I love it. I love it.
You should.
I love it. You know,
okay, out of 10. Remember you were asking me to rate you how English is.
I was rating an anger.
Yeah, now I'm rating how you love the album.
I would say out of 10, I would put it at an 8.
Okay.
Yes.
Where's the other two?
The other two is there could have been a more level going up.
2 steps ahead.
You get me?
Yeah.
But he had to deliver what he had to deliver at that certain time. And looking at the charts, how it did in its first days of release, this guy did like number 4, number 3 worldwide on Apple Music. You get what I'm saying? Worldwide. I'm not talking about
South Africa.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it even tells you how the kids are appreciating and loving the music. You know, we can come with everything that comes after that, but what matters is the art and where it goes to and which hearts it touches.
Yeah.
And the kids spoke.
Yeah. Okay, and then wrapping up Marshal Nation, right? You guys are also starting a podcast now, and then you are in one now. What's that gonna be about?
Well, the podcast, the Marshal Nation Podcast Network.
Yeah. It's a network also.
Yeah, it's a network.
Okay.
We firmly believe that with the talent that we host or we work with, there's certain aspects that we can derive from each and every element there. We can talk about the industry, we can talk about the artists themselves. Yeah, true. Also just expanding to a whole lot of topics around the industry itself.
So it's industry-based.
Knowledgeable topics about the music industry, about the art industry, however.
Split seats, all those things.
Thank you, my good sir.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
A lot of people don't even know that.
Yeah.
Split sheets, if you mention that name to a lot of people, it's just, but people still need to get informed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's going to be one of those platforms, information.
And then you guys, last year you started the Oktoberfest. What's the full name besides the Pende part?
When it started last year was first annual Oktoberfest because it was the first one. So now it's Oktoberfest. So I'll move forward.
And then what was the motive behind the whole thing?
The motive behind Oktoberfest was it was a crazy idea that the crew had, and
I probably think he came up with it, eh?
No.
I always feel like whenever there's something creative, it's probably Bucks behind the idea.
No, but it's just all about bouncing because it's a team.
Why don't you want to take the credit though?
Like
you deserve it.
Okay, yes. But like I said to you, because this is me every day. Yeah. And I don't even know how to even take compliments.
Yeah.
That's just how I am.
Don't understand people say I'm the best.
So for me it's rooted there to say it's more of like a movement thing, more than just to say, oh, I came up with that, or I came up with. Nah, it's not that. It's a team effort thing. A lot of things wouldn't have happened if it wasn't a conglomerate coming together and to say, But just to cut the story short, that thing was more based to saying national artist. We have local artists. Let's come together in one space.
And then percentages.
10%
national, 90 local. What was the
percentile? Was very balanced. If we also, I wouldn't say 50-50, but I would say in a sense of, let us present you the finest talent that we have back home, and you, the national artist, come and meet that fine talent.
Oh, yeah.
And to tell you the truth, that marquee, it was one of the marquees that I haven't seen in the longest time. Just to see the interaction that was going on there
between the local and the
national.
nationals.
The local and the national. You get what I'm saying? So that was the biggest, I would say that was the biggest aim. And so to say, with that conjunction happening, our people, let's celebrate.
Yeah. And there's always controversy on everything. So, onto this thing. There was a rumor that you guys are trying to compete with the Royal Heritage Festival.
Nope, sir.
So you wouldn't say that?
No, because, and it's a really, really, because this thing can be a movement more than it being a competition.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I always talk to my people about, or that I always try to push every day. So to say, if there's a Guzba and there's a Huhu, stop saying, who's better than, no.
Then how are you going to play the last game that we have here? If you're saying, stop saying who's better than who.
Oh my God.
Because we have a game at the end.
I think I know what I'm expecting. But let me finish up. Okay, coming back to that. Nah?
Yeah.
I would say in an admission way.
Yeah.
We drew inspiration from that.
Yeah.
That's all we took. It wasn't in any way of a, because even with some talks of some assistance somewhere, we reached out, you know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's not a thing of saying who's better than who. This is a thing of expanding an industry and becoming a serious movement. Because even here, you won't find a Cotton Fest fighting with a back to the city.
Yeah.
But those things still happen respectively, and people still attend respectively. So back home, we still need to fix that mindset, because it's what also slows us down.
Yeah.
When something comes up and something of potential comes up, we're like, what's better? No, these things can move together.
Okay.
Yes, and if we look too closer, this can infuse into that, and that can, it's just a whole lot of things that could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if even now, if you start the comparison, the cycle won't end, and the arguments won't end. And that's all with bad energy for me.
Okay, and then would you say the turnout was what you guys expected?
No, not at all. I'm not going to say it's what
Do you
we
expect
expected.
less or more?
More.
And why is that?
Definitely more, because the potential and the work that came with it, it's a show that's still gonna be of a shocking nature.
Yeah.
Let me confirm that, because the things that we're still trying to achieve going forward are those extraordinary things. Like bringing your international artist in Venda live, straightforward. Those are the visions that we have as a team.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So this, surely you can expect something more crazier than what you saw.
So you said the timing was what went wrong or something else?
I'm not gonna put it in, to say what went wrong, what pointing fingers and whatever, but how it played out, what we took from it was a lesson. And then we learned from it, and now knowing how to move forward from it, it's what matters.
Yeah. And then what's the lesson that you learned?
The lesson that we learned is, I would just say timing.
Okay.
For me,
which is what I said.
Yeah, I would say timing.
And we spoke about it also last year.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Timing.
So, those are the small factors that played out, you know, but still for me, it's still one of the monuments of events that are still going to happen in Venda.
Yeah. So this year you having it again?
This year, I'm not going to confirm right now because we're still in talks with certain sponsors and so forth. So we can't confirm anything as of yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so here's the thing that I had in mind, right? And we spoke about it also, I think, on the first episodes of Diaries.
Yes.
So we spoke on how maybe you guys trying to get an event immediately after Royal Garden is one issue also. Because I'm definitely going to spend, say, let's just say $500 for a ticket at Royal Gardens. And then there's people like me who are from here. Normally, Royal Gardens is that event that people even go there just for it and then come back. So I'm actually spending a lot of money for that.
Yeah,
and then now I have to spend again, say, 4 weeks later.
Yeah.
So that's also another issue.
Yeah. So those are the, like I said, timing. You know.
Yeah.
Those are the demographics that were not panned out well, if I could say. You know. But still, we had faith when we were doing it to say people still have space to make a decision.
Yeah.
They still have time to make a decision. You know what I mean? But whatever played out, played out. We learned from it, and going forth, it will be well prepared, well scheduled. Everything will be well set.
And then social media speaks also. They spoke of like ticket prices also. I think there was like $250 the lowest.
Yeah.
And there's like students from Univen. I wouldn't expect as a student to pay $250 to an event after I paid for like another $250 for the first event.
Very true.
Do you also consider that, the ticket price?
The pricing we also did consider. It's one of the factors that it's probably on our top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's now we're gonna consider all the factors and all the, I would say, the classes of life. Yeah, and we're gonna make sure we deliver to the people the right way.
Okay. And then the biggest one now, I feel like this is what resonates to me a lot with most of people, because we spoke of you guys have Vendanga December already. So we thought, why wouldn't you guys just merge the two events? Because already Vendanga December has made a brand for itself, and then you guys can just like make it more professional, or like the way you did it like last year. Stadium of Vendanga December, you did it, Amakova, Shima Park, all those. You've been having these Vendanga December events.
Yes.
And then how about you guys just merge the two and then come up with this huge event and support the movement in it? It's already been there instead of having a new one.
Okay. Like I said, now for me, I feel like also still those two aspects, respectively as brands, they still stand on their own, you know, because I wouldn't want. Vendanga December is of a different nature and of a different preference from people.
Yeah.
So if you are to say you're taking that away from people, it's gonna be a different thing, you know. Oktoberfest as well is still a different thing, because with Vendanga December, you'll find that we're still having a vision of still merging those national artists with the locals, you know. And this has to happen also still respectively so to the Mizo brand. You get what I'm saying? And not to take anything away from the Oktoberfest, but Oktoberfest as well, its vision, it's embedded to the same structure of things, but it's much more on a expanded scale. You know, Vendanga December is coming with its own growth. It's with its own movement. I think the one for last year. When we checked the demographics of attendance, it just showed to us that Vendanga December is no longer of our peer group of preference. It's for the kids. Like, the kids took it and they own it. You know what I'm saying? So, not to say our peer group still can't serve and come, but to say that the kids are saying this is what their king created for them, and this is going to be our hip-hop or our music-driven gathering. You get what I'm saying? So this is embedded to the man himself. You know, so I wouldn't want to take it away from.
Makes sense.
So respectively, I think as they are.
Okay, and then speaking of all these events, have you guys received a call from from Royal Gardens now this year? Because last year there were a lot of there was a lot of drama behind this thing, eh?
Okay.
You got a call. Because I saw him perform on, what is it, in Pulukwani? Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Yes.
I was like, oh.
I would, right now, I would say people are in good terms.
And he also posted Uti for the people. I'm like, okay, Mizo Phyll.
Yes, for the people. So yeah, man. I feel like this is one of the messages that we can take from that.
Yeah.
So to say, it's more about a movement than it being of a competition or whatever things people are trying to create.
Yeah.
You know? So also what we took from last year is to learn from that and to say, my brothers, let's make peace. Let's see how we move forward.
Yeah.
So with further announcements, I'll allow Royal to do so respectively. But yeah.
Okay, we'll call you in 2 weeks' time and ask you if they've confirmed anything.
I'm a hollage.
Okay, and then events also. Snap Sunday is also an event. What do you think of the event?
Snap Sunday is Snap Sunday is Snap Chababa, my man. Chababa. That's all I can say. Chababa.
Speaking of that, what was happening on the last snap? Mizo fell, Emo fell. How could I fell a bit?
Okay, I think from my perception of Jela stage setup, ne?
Yeah.
Ana ingo section in Isuka Yavana, because I think it's the block of. So that section on that other side, Isuka Yavana like a dark side. So when the artist is moving, remember there's light, there's production going on.
Yeah.
If this light is in front of me here and I'm performing, ne, I can concentrate to a lot of things, the fans and whatever, and miss my step. And I feel like those are a lot of things that were happening with the artist, missing their steps.
Okay, I understand that with Mizo, right? But then with Emo, the guy just fell from nowhere, from the front even.
Really?
Didn't you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
You should look for it.
And crazy, so I was there at the crowd, but I
was like, but this is probably alcohol.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say much on that. But first and foremost, snap a chat, guys. And this one that passed, nah?
Yeah.
It was
the June 16
remarkable.
edition.
Nanando kumakare we are Snap Sunday, but this one.
Aka the radio.
But this one, nah?
Yeah.
Eish, bro, like it was the energy and the spirit of the youth. I feel like it had a different energy, man. Something that's always has the youth always comes with a whole different vibe and energy. And this one they owned it, eh? Like on the general crowd. I didn't see any.
You don't usually do that.
No, I mean, the Jenandiko Chimbra. I was working with one of the owners, Linky, the owner of the Spotless Car Wash.
Yeah.
Big Venda. Yeah.
Big Venda and then
Big Venda Linky.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, no, don't do that.
But Uniswa.
So yeah, for me it was when we went through that because we were just. He came and told me, yo, bro, we should go through and just have the experience. When I was going through it, I didn't see anyone of my group, of my age group that I knew. That's when I knew, okay, this snap is not of,
of us.
Yeah. And the snap, to comment again, it's one of the biggest movements back home. It's putting the kids on. Every time you see the lineup, there's a new kid on the lineup that you don't know. That has to show you that there's talent being recognized and being given a platform. So for me, it's one of those movements. And it's one of a respectable movement right now. We have to respect it. Yeah.
And then what do you think of the thing, Stokofera?
Stokofera, you mean the circulation?
Yeah, or Stokofera. It's killing the game.
That thing, that's what I'm saying. We have a wide range of like talent and so forth and everything to consider. But with that, even if we have talent now, for talent to be recognized, it has to be profiled in a certain manner. Right? For you to perceive and confirm that, okay, this talent is worthy enough for me to give him 1.5 or 5,000 or 20,000. There has to be a certain level of administration or profiling around that artist and that brand for you to respect it enough to say, okay, I can, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Stokofera, first and foremost, for me, it's creating a healthy ecosystem between the guys who are in it, Whoever feels left out, go create your own. For real, like go create your own. There's a lot of people still. It can't be like if it's 30 DJs or if it's 30 artists, it's not 30 artists back home. There's still 30 more.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Go build your own. Go get your own Stockful crew and come up with your own healthy terms that you prefer. And then create the healthy ecosystem that's trying to be built.
That's you saying that to Blake Z. Because he's the one who said
Blake Z is my boy. He's my homie. And I can even, I'm attesting that to him. Because it's even going to be him having more ownership or more control to what he gets to say or suggest. So, you know, it's all about that. And for me, I'm always driven by problem solving. Because you can stay in a situation and be like, oh, the Stockful thing. Or to say, okay, from this I can take the blueprint of the Stockful thing. I'm Black Z. I have my own influence, my own profiling of a certain manner. There's kids that are probably texting me every day and they want to be wherever they want to, you know, let me build up these kids. Yeah. Let me put them to where they can get to be me and build the Stockful. And the other thing, for me, is like a process of like, what, 2 to 3 years? Yeah. Yeah. Like, if you get a very talented artist and you say, I want to work on this brand for at least 36 months, building the brand, promoting the brand, doing the right things that can create value towards that brand. Yeah. And then you can go and say, Kingsley, I got this guy. Check out this profile.
Makes more sense.
Can you give me 1, 2, 3? Okay, Z. If I check in the profile, okay, I can see that with my pocket that I have for my own establishment, I can give you this much.
Give me money also, man.
I mean, you can't just go out giving out money.
But you know,
but I do book Black Z. We do work.
No, I'm talking about me now, not Black. Forget Black Z. I need.
You give me money, dog.
You have the money.
You got the YouTube money. What do you say?
YouTube is nothing, man.
It's one of the biggest platforms happening right now, bro.
Not in South Africa. Okay, maybe but they're not me.
For real? Oh, no. No.
Trust me. No. I need the bigger money. You have multiple sources of incomes, Marshal Nation, corporate, all those things you mentioned.
But okay, let me also just put this as an extra thing. Yeah.
This is to me.
Yeah, but this is just to expand on what you just said. Yeah. The word money. Yeah. Because I've also just tapped into financial literacy, like actually just going in and studying and, you know, and finance is a lot of things. Cash, yeah, it works. But finance is a very, very broad term that you can walk yourself around and find what works for you financially. So, you know, to be rich or to be the wealthiest is not the biggest aim right now, but to have money that levels up to your convenience and your growth. That's the aim.
Yeah, that's what I need.
So I'm not going to say right now.
And I'm not up to my convenience at this point.
Podcast-wise. Me too. And I'm working around it, you know. I'm working around it. But, yeah, financial literacy is one thing also that we have to consider.
Okay. Biggest album in Venda right now?
Biggest album right now? Right now, we got...
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah. Biggest album, not albums.
This guy. Right now, no?
The way you say we got...
Like, okay, right now, are we talking in the sense of like what just dropped now?
No, from whatever you're listening to. You know an album can be old and still be the best.
Bro, hey, and you're gonna be like, this is so obvious, and it's not. But do I have to choose one?
Yeah, from this podcast, yeah. Maybe I don't know the other ones.
Ish.
Just one album and then we go into the game.
Yo, okay. Dog. Okay. If I no.
What's taking time?
Because I have a lot of favorites, bro. I have a lot of favorites.
Yeah.
My most listened to.
Which is probably the best.
No,
you don't listen to the list.
Okay. Right now I bump a lot of Mizo Phyll. It was written.
Okay. Done.
Yeah.
Proper things.
Yeah.
Which song there is the best?
Chief for Charge hits me. It's me to a point where because to me it even goes, you know what I mean? But that song,
deeper than we know.
That song, there's something about it, bro. Like this, and it's even now it's one of the most streamed songs. So you can just tell it has that message inside of it, that emotion.
So you get to see all the money coming in through the songs.
Yes,
as the manager.
Yes, sir.
Which song has made the most money for Mizo Phyll? No, not the figures.
Not the figures.
Just tell me which song has made the most money for Mizo Phyll.
It's hard to say, but I would say right now the number one single that we have is Panda featuring Wakati.
Oh,
yes, that's one of the biggest singles that we have right now.
Yeah. Sure.
So we're close to 1 million streams only on Spotify.
So one view, one stream, 1 rand.
No, man, because hey, bro, streams are bad. Streams are bad.
I've heard about
streams
that.
are bad.
I wouldn't know.
It even came to a point where I'm just working towards on us having our own platforms. Yeah, like our own Spotify or our own.
Yeah, do that. We'll come and upload ours.
Because the terms there, it's bad, man. Because it's just bad for the artist. It's bad. Because considering how you see the streams, and okay, just to consider if we were still at the disc era or the cassette era.
Yeah.
And, the streams going around right now, if it was in that space of distribution, a lot of artists will be empowered, bro. Like a lot.
So you guys build your brand, build your platforms, and then when I submit our thing, I can submit a podcast also.
For sure. And I want to give a shout out to Virgin Music South Africa. It's one of the key distributions that we've been working with.
Yeah.
And they've been making sure most of the artists back home get accurate numbers and accurate reporting in rands.
Yeah.
Not in dollars, but in rands. And they get what's purely due to them in a very well calculated manner. So I want to give a shout out to those guys because they are the guys that we are establishing multiple distribution deals with for artists back home. And it's doing very good for the guys, Yeah.
Okay, and then, now onto the game. As we wrap up this whole thing. Guys, let's play a game with bucks. The billion bucks.
Playing games.
One must go. You know how it works, right? The least favorite must go.
Dog.
Nah, it's just 2 people. Now it's not multiple albums that
now
you
want me
from.
to be out here facing these people, Okay.
Nah, this is how I make money, remember?
Let's get your money. Let's get your money.
Yeah, so let's start small, man. JR and Asati.
No, bro.
I thought we started small.
Bro, these are my artists. Like, what are you doing to me? Like, this is...
Okay, let's just choose one. If your option...
There's no penalty for not choosing?
No, there's not that. Okay, if you don't choose, you send Black Couch 2,000 from Marshal Nation. No, Marshal Nation is money apparently, so...
Let me save money and we invest in our artists.
Yeah, invest in this podcast first. Yeah, so...
bro, don't do that.
Let's just... Quick, if you answer something, they say if you walk fast, the people don't know if something is fake or real.
No.
So they say if you answer fast,
I can't, if it was up to me...
Hey, people love this game and you're not going to disappoint them.
If it was up to me...
You would say...
Because those guys are like purely my guys and both of them are amazing.
Okay, now it's up to the Black Couch. Let's hear one. One must go. Whoever you say is going.
Whoever I say is the one that's going.
Yeah. Okay, or you can say the one that you want to stay so that you don't get to say a name of person who's leaving, but we both know. This game usually takes like a minute, and now we're on 3 minutes. Just with 2 artists. And there's still more, because it started small, remember.
If I gotta choose... This is hard, bro, because these are my guys, man. These are my boys. These are my boys, man. It's not even like...
This is the easiest one must go I've ever done.
I love and respect both of their music, man.
Yeah, but you gotta choose
if
one.
I gotta choose, I must stay with Jab Player.
Okay, so Asati is gone.
I must stay with Jab Player.
Okay, and then who's the best male vocalist in Venda right now?
The best? I have to choose one again.
No, you just say anything.
Okay.
But don't give me more than 3.
Okay. Right now,
In
what
order.
I've listened and heard
In order.
in order.
Yeah. People will decide whether it's ascending or descending. Just say it in order.
Okay. Vocal.
Male,
Male.
vocalist.
Okay. Child player. Asati. Mpo L.
Okay, so I think Mpo L is good, Char is good. So there's no way these two, one of them is the least. I don't know. And Asati
Bro.
is way too good also. And he's
That's
in the
what I'm
middle, which doesn't
saying.
make sense.
No, and you are just
Nah, it's fine, guys. Let's go to the next one. He gave us the best.
after this podcast, guys. I'm gonna be beefing with Kingsley. I'm telling you.
Nah, man. And then Mizo, Phyll and Mr. Marshal. Mr. Robert Marshal.
No, why are we doing that comparison though?
No, remember, we can
No,
be based, it
no,
could be
no,
based on lifestyles, anything, friendship, all those things.
No. That's like you making me choose from my father and my big brother.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what people do when they come to podcasts.
No, bro.
Okay, let's choose one and move now.
This is management's choice, ne? I can
Yeah.
see she's so happy. She's like, this is the
She
one.
came up with these ones. Yeah, let's choose one. Mizo, Phyll and Mr. Marshal.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna choose choose that because those people would not. I don't
want
to
beef again.
I know. I just it's not that.
You don't want
'Cause
your
for
name on
me,
status.
They play two different significant parts that I can't put in comparison.
Okay, so from this
to
game,
be
right,
honest,
you only get to pass one. So it's going to be this one.
yeah, this one.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna pass this.
Are you
one.
sure?
Yeah, this is like. These are my guys, you know. Like this is the dog. This is my father. And
Have you ever been to a
like,
point where
literally.
someone asked you a question and then you don't answer it, and then they rephrase the question and then you answer it, and then it answers the
No,
previous
but
one?
it's not gonna. It can't count.
Okay, it's fine. Let's do
no.
this. Okay, you are passing this one, right? Yeah. Are you
no,
passing this one?
Yes, I'm passing it. I'm
Okay.
passing it.
Mizo, Phyll Entertainment and Marshall Nation.
Come on.
Let's choose one now. You've passed. You can't pass anything now.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
I'm a. No. Okay. I still, okay.
You've passed. You can't pass anything now.
Okay. Because I can't choose on that last one, I'd rather have them in one place on this one. So Marshall Nation.
So you love Mr. Marshall over Mizo Phyll. It answers the previous one.
Mizo Phyll is the CEO of Marshall Nation. He is the owner of Marshall Nation.
Also, you can't choose Mizo Phyll on his own.
I still can, but now you want me to choose. There's two options.
Okay. Mickey Black and Katudzaga.
Yeah, the boss, yo.
I know, right?
Two fine talents as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful, so beautiful. I would say I'm gonna stay with Katu.
Beautiful talents or beautiful hands? Which one are you referring to?
Both.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna stay with Katu.
Katu.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, sir.
And then Awesome Fane and Unarine Official. Let's see if you guys hold grudges.
This is definitely gonna be too controversial because dog, like
There's nothing controversial here.
No.
This is the simplest game ever. People do smash and pass here. And I'm just giving you this thing.
Nah, bro. Now I'm gonna get home and things are gonna be awkward. Like, yeah.
And
so
remember-
you choose this one.
And remember Unarine posts things on TikTok. If you don't if you don't play his cards right.
I know, man. Una is my boy. I love him.
And Awesome Fane is your boy as well. A good one.
Some fan is my brother. Bro.
Exactly.
My
So you
little
gotta choose
bro.
one. Who's going?
My little bro. I love him too. I'm gonna stay with Awesome.
Good one.
Stay with Awesome.
So now you guys do all grudges.
I don't do grudges. I love Una so much. I love Awesome so much.
These are
But-
how people make up after messing up.
But for me,
I love you so
want me
much,
to-
baby.
You want me to choose and you. That's what I'm saying. With you after this thing, we're gonna beef.
Nah, man. I feel like we're the best of friends. You can do that to me.
No, bro. Yeah, but
So
I'm
anything you wanna say to our people regarding the industry you're in before we close this thing?
okay. Yeah, like I said when I had that
That's your camera over there.
like I said when I had this speech last time, let's get informed.
Yeah.
Let's get educated in the space that we're in. Let's share knowledge. Let's be there for each other. Let's be brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of things play out, social media, whatnot, perceptions and whatever. But I just hope everyone somewhere in their heart and mind, there's like an element to say we are in a movement and, excuse me, and we just want this region of ours, which was once a country,
which is going to be a country very soon. I think.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we are reclaiming it
we should
again.
Work on that.
We are reclaiming it.
Right, Maginya.
We are getting those powers back. We are working towards it. You know, that's why we even want to create a healthy industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I just hope everyone in their heart they have that feeling to say, you know, I'm part of a movement of some kind, and I'm not moving alone, and I'm not alone. Yeah, and you know, reach out to the next person. You know, even reach out to me. You know, I'm open to assist in any way I can.
Yeah.
You know, but let's just be one people for each other forever.
A good one. So, guys, thank you. Thanks very much.
Thanks you. Yeah.
Thank you for tuning up to this point. And if you got up to here, already a month, you're making money for us. Because I'm uplifters. And then also, if you see a background like this, it's Panda Studios. If you want to contact them.
One of the best studios I've ever worked in. Hands down. Hands down.
Other than a controversy, the
life I live.
This is the best compared to which ones?
Kingsley, we are beefing.
Nah, let's not beef, man. So as I was still saying, if you want to contact them, info@pandastudios.com. Yeah. And then if you want to contact them, 010-023-2939. 138 Miller Street, Bramfontein. An easy place to find it. Was it so easy to find it for you?
It was really, very easy.
So studio kati wana petu ni easy one.
Centralized place, yeah.
Yeah, panda hapa. Hapa inanchiwana one Zihan. We gone, guys. Bye.
Love y'all.